Wow. Some people are on their hands and knees crawling with hot wax on their back while some people are partying.
I'm over being used. I don't want to just sit back and watch Kalu Yala take advantage of these students and strip them of their money, their knowledge, and everything they have.
They're children who are signing things without reading them, and so we need to take care of that as the adults, is what you're saying. Knows they're not getting $1 back.
Staff is talking about kicking you and Melanie out of the program. If you're not back in the Valley by 9 a.m. tomorrow, I would consider that a very real possibility. They say, don't ever walk alone.
You should never walk that track alone, ever.
It's a dangerous area.
Suicide hell is the worst part. Well, I've never experienced anything like this before.
She has the look on her face, and I'm like, don't worry, I have my knife. I have my knife in my hand more times than not.
The other thing is we got either fed shark, or that we were about to get fed shark.
Shark. They are really good at covering things up.
11 or 12 people have left this semester, and people are still leaving.
Hey gang, some really quick announcements. Number one, welcome back. Where is everyone?
Good morning.
Good morning, darling.
We're gonna go back to Kalu because we need to find out more. Over this week, we managed to do a bit of research. I don't think that we're necessarily a cult, but I think that there's definitely some sort of manipulation of like behavior happening within Kalu.
I just feel mentally unstable in the Valley.
There's definitely some going on, but at the end of the day, I went on a letter of recommendation from John and take as much knowledge as I can from him. So purely selfish, but that's important to me, and it's gonna get me to good places in my life.
And I need Alice to be on my side because I need my college instructor to approve everything that I'm doing, and if I leave, then I don't get credit. And I still haven't had her do that. The minute that happens, I'm just so done.
I'm obviously gonna use this time to work on the projects, but I'm also gonna use it to actually figure out what the hell is going on. It's manipulation above all things. That's what it is. We're all being manipulated to
Everybody here is craving chocolate, and so I'm trying to think outside of the box. I am making cranberry hibiscus chips, and I'm using kale chip recipes. These are full of vitamin C and all kinds of antioxidants, and cranberry is good for your urinary tract. I'm craving sugar all the time, and I love these things, and I was like, how can I incorporate the two? So I decided to come up with cranberry hibiscus chips and then hopefully sell it out of our little general store. Right. I am one of the founders of La Tienda, the first revenue-generating storefront here in Yala. My extensive cooking is box brownies, so this will be interesting. I took on a job in corporate America, but I wasn't the happiest that I knew I could be because of my background. I come from a family of entrepreneurs. And the last year of my life has been crazy. I started feeling this energy that came over me, and it was overwhelming. And I said, Mom, she said, what's going on? I said, I feel someone else's energy, Mom. She wasn't responding to me, and I looked over, and I saw a teardrop fall from underneath her sunglasses. And I said, you know something I don't know. You have a sister, Taylor. You have a sister, and I don't know how the hell you know that. It was a secret that you never told a soul. I just nodded my head and smiled really big, and she said, we gotta tell your father. And he was 19 when he had Ellen, and he wasn't ready. Me and my sister, we met at a restaurant. I walked in and I had never even seen a photo of her before, but I knew that it was her. As soon as I saw her sitting at the table, I saw myself in her. So I've learned that I am wildly intuitive. So when I received a phone call from a good friend, and she described Yala to me, and I'm sitting in my cubicle at work, ripping my hair out. I took a leap into the unknown and moved 7 hours away from everybody and everything I'd ever known.
What is in the box? We got food for La Tienda.
It's my first experience with starting my own business, and granted it's on a really small scale, but La Tienda has been a huge success.
Wait, Snickers. Oh man, I changed my mind. Snickers.
So we sold out of our initial investment within 20 minutes. I just handed the profits over to Esteban.
I need my wallet.
$120 profit. That money we hope is going to go back to interns and providing materials and ingredients for developing sustainable items to help make this place a closed loop system.
The only complaint we're really getting is, oh, this is a sustainable city and you're bringing in all these wrappers. So now we're implementing these plastic bricks. And we're also buying things in larger, like we have this thing of trail mix, and so we're serving it in bamboo cups that we made. But it helps with sustainability because then you're not buying individual packaged trail mix.
Alice told us if we weren't here by 9 a.m. this morning that we were going to be kicked out of the program. And the rain has kind of put a halt on our plan to get there, so now we're just hanging out in San Miguel waiting for the rain to stop. We told Alice, but she doesn't
check the messages, yeah.
I feel like we're treated like 4-year-olds almost because we haven't drinking the Kool-Aid or whatever.
We haven't what?
Drinking the Kalu Yala Kool-Aid. I'm gonna go in there, and if they try to say they want to kick me out, I'm gonna quit before they're able to because I need to have control over this one. I can't let them have any more control over me.
I'm excited to feel out the mood of the valley, see where everyone's headspace is at.
How are you like coming back from inspiration?
I had a lot of stuff mentally.
Oh, sorry. If it's personal, you don't need to talk about it. I just know everyone seems to have a different story.
I don't know if I'm staying or leaving.
You've got 3 weeks left.
I know, and that's what I'm holding on to.
You are never going to regret staying. There is a huge chance that you're going to regret leaving.
Yeah.
I don't ever think it's a bad thing to question because that means you're thinking about it. Sometimes people that ask the tough questions are looked at as like, you're fighting the system, but really like this is your money and you should feel comfortable with where your money is being spent and the time that's being spent here. And I really hope that you find those answers. Let's get you to the valley.
Yeah, definitely. We can try to fit that bag in here. I mean, you're right next to it. Come on, girl. All right, I think this will fit.
$20 for sunglasses, $20. You can use them if your eyes hurt. You can use them, you know, sometimes when, yeah, you could just use them for sunglasses stuff. They're great. You're a great salesman, Simon. Traditional Yala design. Sunglasses. Molly,
I'm just looking at the state of affairs.
look at this. These would look great on your face.
I do need some new sunglasses too.
They're only
What's the UV
$20.
protection?
That would be something that you would have to do.
Normally they have sneakers on.
Sunglasses, $20. They're great. Go to a great cause.
I don't know that they're sunglasses.
All profits go to the tienda. They look great on your face. Look it. Boom. I go from a 10 to an 11. It's great.
Welcome home.
Made it.
Good to have you back.
It's good to be back, I think, yeah. Just gonna put my head in the mud, I guess, and try and get something to happen with these projects.
I'm ready to be done. I don't know if I should go find Esteban or if I should go find Alice. I want to take control back. And if they're threatening to kick me out or discipline me, I'm ready to go on my own. I want to go on my own account.
I did notice everyone's been talking about it. Everyone is very aware of our absence.
Yeah.
And regardless of what you guys feel you need to do, and you know I will support you through any of it, I have chosen to stay.
I figured.
I owe it to myself to be able to finish my time here in a way that is positive while I'm looking at it from the inside. It's really a shame that the place I fell in love with initially turned out to be less than what I thought it was.
Yeah, it is.
Damn, you look swanky.
Hello.
You look very fashionable right now. Lovely.
Cold plus mold
pants.
equals jungle pants.
So do you guys want to talk to Alice?
I intend on having a very civil conversation, making my thoughts clear, trying to be positive about this whole situation. Yeah, we have to go talk to Alice.
Can I bring this back to you in case this goes out?
Can we go up the other way, which is less money?
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Sarah, you're doing this. You made it happen.
Camp Kalu, Yala.
Camp Kalu, Yala.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
You had this idea like day 2. Do you
I
remember
did,
that?
yeah. So I said what I wanted to do was do like a camp type thing where the kids from San Miguel get to come and experience Kalu Yala, doing hands-on activities with the interns, with the directors firsthand. Tiene un king. I know Kalu Yala is really adamant about whatever they do is building the relationship between Kalu Yala and San Miguel.
No, go fish.
Oh, right.
People have been trying to bring students in San Miguel to the valley so many times, so I hope she can pull it off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6. I'm the teacher in the American school system, and I was really frustrated with it. Vegas is home, so I'll always love it because of that, but I've never really connected with it too much, especially the Strip. It's a lot of superficial, materialistic ideas that I just don't agree with. So we're starting to get into kind of the not-so-good area, which is where my school is. We're a Title I school. The kids are very centered around money because that's what they see as a way of being successful. One kid was like, wouldn't that be cool if it rained money? And I was so taken back by it. And I was like, no, it's cool that it rains rain. It's just scary to think that 7- and 8-year-olds are already seeing money as something a lot more important than happiness or experience.
Sara.
Sí, Luis. Poverty is different here in San Miguel than it is back home. To them, it's not poverty. They don't see themselves as having less than what they should. It's just is. Oh my God. They're so skinny.
Hi.
There's no, well, I want a phone and I want a nice car. I mean, they don't have those thoughts here and they're happy. It's beautiful.
Sarah has this ability to see the educational system from this vantage point of someone who's been in education. I am so excited that you had an idea and made it happen. It's amazing. We've been trying to do it at Camp Kalu Yala for years. It's super important to have San Miguel kids coming to Kalu Yala. San Miguel shouldn't be this like rest stop leaving the valley. It's super important to have Kalu Yala staff go to San Miguel. And then we have Jameson. He was this hotshot consultant at Ernst & Young. For him to go overnight with a family, with our friends in San Miguel, every weekend should look like this weekend.
Hola, ¿Auromedia? No, lo siento.
Bienvenido a nuestra casa.
Gracias, muchas gracias.
Aquí nadie se queda sin cocinar.
Eso sí, claro, gracias. I have some groceries for him. I'm going to make him a strawberry shortcake, which I thought was like an American dessert to share, and try to speak Spanish. For you.
Esta fruta también.
Y fruta y esto.
Ya me mojó.
Cereal.
Cereal and milk.
Cereal.
¿Ves? Ya, arroz cultivado ya. Y se golpea para que largue el grano.
¿Saben eso?
Ajo,
¿Qué es?
ajo, ajo.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Sí, muy bien.
Es una planta que se usa para té.
It's been great. They went on a hike with biology. They planted some spinach with ag. I think they're realizing how hard people work here. I think they're expecting it to be a lot more relaxed and laid back. Let's play in the jungle.
La regaló ella a mi señora que esto es para. Entonces nos dimos cuenta de que la hoja, al doblarla,
Echa raíz.
echa raíz.
Reserved as she is, to teach her something just as beautiful as this.
It's a part of Camp Yala. She's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool that she came over here on her own and wanted to learn. And that's...
Yeah, I love it. Gracias. Gracias.
Eso todo sale de ahí.
Esto viene, creo yo, con la creación del mundo, el maíz. Porque se han encontrado en las cuevas de piedra que tenían los indios, el maíz.
Sí.
Y aquí se confecciona una chicha que pone uno a rodar. Se cae humado.
Incluso viene mojado.
Simple, pero con fresas, con relieve. Postres.
Postre. Gracias.
Espero que les guste. It radiates the warmth that I kind of expected and only confirms that they're amazing people, right?
It's everything I thought it would be and more. Obviously, they're gonna have a great time here, but what are they learning and how are they gonna bring that back home? And how are we gonna maintain that?
Buenas noches, Kalu Yala. Buenas noches, Kalu Yala.
It's a wrap on Camp Yala. I say big success.
Llena los botellas de agua, por favor. ¿Usted conoce a Noah?
Noah, sí.
Dígale que le dice Evan.
Sí.
Que mucho gusto conocerlo y que me despido de él.
Absolutamente.
Le dice.
Sí. A Noah.
Ah, Noah.
When I came here, I was hoping that I would find something here that would make me want to stay. And I ended up falling in love with San Miguel, and I love the community, and I love Yala. But it literally like rips me to pieces thinking of my kids back home who I feel like aren't being given an opportunity. Then whenever I started thinking about how sad I was leaving the kids here, I also remember every semester there's a new batch of education interns who are just as passionate for making the lives of these kids better and who want to make a difference in the community. I think that what we're doing at Yala is really important. We're giving an environment where we have the freedom to be creative and be curious and be experimental with our ideas, and that's something that we're not providing with the kids back home. I don't know what I'm doing when I go home, but I know that it's going to be something with education. I'm really going to push to do what I can to make a change because they deserve it.
Welcome back, ladies.
How are you?
It's been a day.
Yeah, I apologize for overrunning days. It wasn't out of any disrespect, and I didn't intend for that to be the case. We also have some concerns I'll put forward and have been considered that we could have possibly been fed shark meat.
I'm sorry, there's no correlation between
there's a
shark meat being fed and you guys not showing up until Wednesday evening. What the are you guys gonna do when you have jobs?
Alice, it was raining today. We woke up at 5 in the morning to be here at 9 o'clock.
You guys were supposed to be here Sunday night. I have yet to hear a good excuse as to why it took you guys until Wednesday evening to make it out here.
And I will happily sit here and explain to you the reasons why I wasn't here for the past couple of days. Okay, I was exhausted. We had been working all week on our projects. On top of that, we found out that Yala's removed a sustainability tag for the project as a whole. It's now not known as the world's most sustainable village. Online.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
They're not aiming to be the world's most sustainable modern town anymore. They removed that.
This is supposed to be a facilitator between point A of the degree that I have. Reasons why I came here was to help become part of a sustainable town.
Okay, you know what's going to help that facilitation even more? Having good recommendations from the institute that you were working with.
I don't think that I want to be associated with this institution anymore. So that's me being done. I'm so done with it. I'm not gonna sit here and let them talk to me like that. And I'm not gonna be treated like that. I'm done. Once again, it's turned on us. And we're made to feel like we did something wrong once again, when this place is wrong. This whole place is
They've asked that I discuss the shark thing, because that actually precipitated a lot for a few people. Yeah. So I'm just gonna clear the air for the entire community at lunch.
Can you also, if you're making this announcement and I'm leaving, which would be wonderful, say also, hey, our website used to say world's most modern sustainable town.
Yeah.
And then that we can't say that in good conscience because we have plastic and trash. Because everyone's been like, what about the change of the website? You know what the change of the website does is we're being more like, all right, let's stop patting ourselves on the back.
Right, yeah.
But this is what you want. You want the change in the website.
I'll deliver that. So I just wanted to clarify a couple things that have been going around. But one is very specific. Who's heard about the shark meat incident? Okay, basically, because there's so many different types of fish out there, people end up passing off certain species of fish as others, right? This is something that most of you are probably familiar with. At no fault of our own, people might be capturing other species of fish and passing it off as snapper because there's a market for snapper, and they go out and they catch something potentially like a shark, and then that gets passed off as snapper along the chain. What could have happened in one incident here, potentially something like shark might have been passed on as snapper to our distributors.
Just let's clarify that. It was snapper. I'm the one that bought it.
Okay.
I saw it. It was snapper.
Okay, thank you. It was snapper.
There we go.
But why we're having this conversation is because not so much because whether it was snapper or shark, it's like, hey, do these guys even care if it was shark or not? I think that's what we need to get at. Yes, first of all, we absolutely do. So don't think like anyone's just like, oh, sweet, shark meat. That's something that I know personally as a conservationist, I've taken very seriously, and I know that the rest of the staff does too, okay? But we've also recognized that we had to recalibrate, redefine our expressed vision. So we changed the wording on our website away from kind of we're trying to build the world's most modern, sustainable town.
The new wording is a hidden village in the middle of the jungle. On the website says nothing about sustainability anymore. I checked the other day.
We're still 100% on the sustainability train. It's not like, you know what, we tried the sustainability thing. We are still very much on the same trajectory. Does everybody understand that we are 100% still on the sustainability train? It's still our thing. It's never gonna change. When I see that we're not doing that we're not striving towards being a sustainable modern town, I'm out. Thanks, guys.
You want to jump in this convo for a few minutes?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
So what's up? It's word. What are some thoughts you're having?
As much as whatever happened, we are all here for a reason. Not only are we paying to be here, but we genuinely want to be here. And so that in itself should be taken seriously.
And at times, you know, there's things that we said that were emotional, that's a specific expulsion thing.
You guys are adults. We're not going to go have you sit in timeout. I want my students to know that their absence is recognized, their presence is missed.
Like, it just isn't the best way to communicate to emotional people. That happened, we can move forward. All we want to do is love you and help you grow in those ways, so.
Love and care for me.
Love and care for me. All right, see you guys.
Good vibes. That was a really emotional moment.
I feel better about things, and I'm glad everyone's like kind of on the same page.
I think I'm more understood. I'm probably gonna stay.
You are.
Yes.
Keep the positive vibes, man. Positive vibrations.
Have a great day, kids.
Who's excited for the day? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
You ready to shred the out of today?
The architect and Jimmy are rolling up.
Oh, hello. Buenos dias. Sorry to be late. I hate to be rude. I want to go ahead and introduce Ricardo Rosamena, his associate Tony Way. Ricardo and his firm are probably the best architects in Panama. Ricardo and Tony will help guide us into what the day is going to look like. Then we will do a quick site walk, just so these guys can feel the site that goes with all the talk. We've taken it as far as we can take it with our skills. And I think at this point, We've got to kind of test how that translates into a master plan that's workable.
So we have a couple big major trees. There's a couple in the farm, so those we want to keep as icons in the town.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about alleys and wanting to make this place more pedestrian. We loved that, what do you call these? The green pavers?
The,
Or
like brick grass.
But that cars can also drive down them, and they're good for all the rain that we have here.
And those are the most beautiful streets. Everybody wants to walk on them. Totally pedestrian. What does that look like? You know, I guess that's the next step.
We'll go on a walking tour.
We're in the jungle, baby.
If we go that way, we got 2 huge holding tanks over there.
What's the name of that river? The little one?
I mean, iguana. The iguana is down there. No, it goes up there. And then the topo shifts and goes like this. This is one of the trees that's marked as a specimen tree. And then this is one of the dry arroyos here. This is greenhouse and market garden. The arroyo is on the other side of that finger. That's one of those trees we were talking about. Then you've got that drop, and then you've got the flat area below it. You can see it's just got a little edge to it. But as you get too close to the tree, you can see the little rise start to take off. And then you've got this area up here. And then you've got this flat area down there. Like you can drive a car up right here, Ricardo. So we have a lot of pressure issues with our water line. Let's get a demonstration.
All right, can we get your water pressure if you take this thick? It's pretty normal.
It's a little low though, isn't it? It used to be below the first branch.
That was fun. Hey, it's hot outside, man.
Feel better?
What else? Gentlemen?
Get to work.
Drawing boards? All right, we're going to drawing boards now. We've got to have 15 classrooms that can hold 15 people each. Got to have an auditorium that can hold 200 people. And then we've got to have administration offices for 30 people.
At first, it's going to be confusing. It's confusing for everybody, but we'll just start generating work, and by the end of tomorrow, I think we'll all be amazed at what has come out.
Maybe there's porches that run along.
Architecture is about drawing. It's not so much about speaking. We can talk and talk and talk, but then at the end, it has to be in paper. If you can't put it on paper, it means you can't make it work.
Yeah,
absolutely. This is where you feel like you're in the heart of the town. I, for one, would like to see Main Street be what will take you from there all the way deep into
So more
Kalu,
like
Yala.
Avenida Central or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's beautiful. I like the way you do perspective and plan.
What is it?
It's a nice format.
The blocks here would be kind of mixed use. They'd have maybe commercial spaces, whether it be a bar, a cafe, restaurants, some different shops.
I think there's a lot of inertia that's pulling this place back into just becoming a suburb, or whatever Jimmy's version of a suburb is. There's a balance that I think can easily sway either way right now. There's definitely a push and pull between ecological, sustainable, intentional actions here and pretty but useless structures.
Any last things for Ricardo and Tony before they take off?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you's a good one. Thank you.
Our pleasure.
Thank you for letting us come in.
It was super fun, and come visit us in Casco.
Tomorrow, Ronnie, I guess, is going to pick you guys up. You guys are going to get to the city, go to the presentation tomorrow at the Bristol. So with that, we done. All right, thanks, guys. Back to regular scheduled programming.
I really took Inspiration Week as a week to be inspired and really think about fundamentally why I came here and what I wanted to do. But I just gotta go. It sounds kind of crazy, but I'm 20. I want to go live in the Caribbean for the next 3 weeks and experience the world. It may be a little selfish, but sometimes you need to be a little selfish in life. To be honest, the reason why I'm leaving is that I broke my sandal. That was the sign for me. And just mental premonitions, where I was at in my head, everything going on internally, that's what did it for me. It just clicked. I literally haven't told anybody. It just felt like I've grown here so much, but I'm ready to grow more, and I have to grow on my own path. I have to go find my own way out into the world.
Cahill left.
He walked out. What time is it? Early. Yeah.
It's a shame that I didn't get to say goodbye to him.
He got out without really anyone knowing. I don't think anybody saw him leave.
Nah, man, but you know that way you know, and I knew. He had a time to think for himself yesterday, and I decided, and I think that it's good that he stuck to his guns with that.
At the end of the day, everyone is following their own path.
I'm sad. Yeah. Yeah. I like Cahill and his good vibes.
Dun, dun, dun. We've got a couple interns who are leaving the program. Cahill is one of them, and then two others, I don't know. I'm interested to see about how far along their personal projects are. I think that there's probably a correlation between people who leave and people who didn't have much to show for their time here, I would guess. I don't have the data yet, but that's a thesis that I'm thinking about.
Like, a lot of people have had some really strong doubts, and I don't know, for me, this is my new heaven. This is where I know I'm supposed to be right now.
So our tilapia pond, we're gonna feed the humans the fish, and then we'll be taking the refuse from the humans and feeding that back to the farm. So it should be like a good closed loop system.
Get it really close to one side, like in cylindrical.
This is what I want to do, like, with the rest of my life. This is really me starting to get into that. I mean, it's why I'm here at the end of the day, so I'm just, like, pumped to be doing it.
Trying to source our food from the local environment. It's exciting.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some fishies.
I mean, aquaculture, it can be a very efficient system. It'll water the farm, it'll also add more nutrients to the farm and kind of store it during the dry season, and then that way we can actually grow more things. We've got one with tilapia in it already. I'm gonna turn that into a breeder pond.
Hey, and you're supposed to hold it. The reel's supposed to be down. Here, just wait for the big one on the bottom. That'll be a big one. I've always been like a big outdoorsman. Catching tilapia. I went to Montana State because I was a fly fisherman. I'm a huge conservationist, stream conservation. Basically just keeping the fish alive so other people can catch the fish. Your boy's got the game, and Simon is the name. Oh, there we go. There he is. There he is. There's the big guy.
That's awesome.
That's a male fish.
Oh my God.
No. I think that school in general is fantasy land. This place is a lot better education system than America's. You gotta be a man sometimes to jump in the puddle. Everyone is a product of their environment. And my environment, I feel, was a lot different than mostly everyone's here.
You ready to shoot some?
I've always just been around. It's a very conservative community. A lot of people go to church. There's this one church that we go to that's really big and it's really awesome, and our pastor preaches to you and it's very inspiring. I have a lot of guns and I shoot a lot of guns. Fun gun, that one's fun. Oh yeah. Me and my dad are actually members at this gun club. You have to be an NRA member and we'll just go shooting or whatever. I like them. I like my constitutional rights and I like America. I've really never even traveled out of the country by myself.
Cheers, mate.
I didn't think I was gonna build as close of relationships with a lot of the people that I have here. We don't have the same backgrounds and we're from different places and they have different political views and they have different religious views and stuff. Different spirituality that like I've never been around in my life. But I think here we're all very accepting of each other.
Hey, hey!
It's weird coming together and talking to people about that because even though I may not convince them of my views, they may not convince me of their views. The intention of our conversations is just like kind of educate each other and share interesting stuff about both sides of the spectrum. And it's very healthy for me. I think that's part of the reason that's helped me grow so much here is just being around different people. I've drank the Kool-Aid. We're in the hippie commune. What? These are great sunglasses. We also got snacks. They're gonna run out quick.
going rafting on the Chagres.
We need to get out to the river early, start hiking early so that we're rafting by like 10 o'clock. We can get to our final destination before it's dark. Long day today.
Ready to party with the
morning.
best of the Good morning. Yeah.
This is my personal project, so this is what I'm trying to put a lot of time and work into. Making this happen, make it a reality. I'm feeling good. I'm relieved to finally be out here, about to finally go rafting. Stoked to hit the trail and go see this place.
Oh my God. I love waking up early and going on an adventure. I'm so excited. Look how beautiful this is.
I've always thought that getting people outdoors and taking them on these adventures is a great way to promote environmentalism and kind of like sustainable living. This would be a great test run to see if people like the concept, if they're interested in it, if they're willing to pay for it. And then in the future, I'd hope to be able to go try the river out myself and be able to guide it myself and really take people out there.
T, nose, mouth, face. Same hands, here, left in front, right back.
Successful trip. That's a long adventure-filled day, though. Driving, off-roading, hiking, rafting. I love being out on the river so much, so it's good to see everyone else as stoked as me to be on the river.
$6.15. You know, eventually at Yala, you get over all that about like everything needing to be organic. Oh, he wants to go for a walk. The idea, design, and particularly leading groups in design efforts, and then teaching and learning and seeing where people's passions are. This is what I started Yala for. This is the best work I get a chance to do, to talk and teach urbanism with kids who are passionate about community and the environment. Vamos. Today, we're going to take the refined master plan that Ricardo and Tony put together, and we're going to develop it, test it, see what comes out of our soup. Now that we have a plan, we can debate the plan. No, next year in 2017, we've got to be ready to handle 150 students at the end of May, along with 50 staff and 100 guests. Not just getting more housing, but getting more bathroom facilities, more cooking and kitchen facilities, more breakout spaces for headspace.
Here.
So these are buildings, right?
So how does this change? We build what dorms? Like these 5, like all right next to each other, or should we build 1, 2, 3, 4?
Obviously, some people don't want to garden. The idea is to only use native plants, only use plants that will grow naturally. So when you plant them, maybe, tie them to a stick when they're really young, whatever, but then you can just leave them. Yala is going to be a city inside a garden, not a garden inside a city. It's going to be invisible from above because there's going to be a lush canopy of food growing all over this town. And if it doesn't do that, then it's because that's the only way to make this place great. There's a piece of the puzzle that's missing that is made up by interns. And I think Jimmy knows that, and I think it's very good that he continues to want young, educated, ecological people to keep coming here. I think that's the only thing that's going to save this town. And if that stops, then this whole thing is gone.
If you had 100 acres, they found that it was 1 unit per acre. You automatically got 100 credits.
Okay.
Now what you could do then was you could sell your credits to somebody else,
Yeah.
which took away your taxable value,
Yeah, I
so
was thinking
created
sort of
preservation.
cap and trade kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. But we do want to develop every piece of land. I really hope this place becomes something beautiful. And if it does, I think Jimmy should take minimal credit.
Thank you guys for today. You figured out how to engage in taking your intellectual thought out of your head and putting it onto paper to where other people can start to visualize that. There is legacy of your thought here for people to consider. This was like the most heads down day I've actually ever seen from any program at Yala, of just people being like in their work. Round of applause to y'all. Thank you for working your butts off and for getting us here, okay? Cool?
We're playing a game.
We need 2 teams.
We're ready.
Okay, your team has to come up with 5 activities that the other team will complete. Yeah, drink a rug.
So somebody has to eat a bug.
Shave your head.
Shave your head.
What's next? Piggyback?
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, go! It's a tie.
Ended up at Hostel Mama Yena's in the middle of Bocas del Toro. I physically put all the burdens that I had brought with me onto my own back and walked out with my own 2 legs. And pretty much ended up in paradise. So basically I just do odd jobs around the hostel, whatever they want me to, and then I get a free bed to stay. So it's not the worst deal in the world. So a little memory box, little notes that mean a lot to me, so that whenever I get depressed or homesick, I read them. And just knowing that like people love and care about you is super powerful, especially when you're traveling alone. Kale, thank you for turning everything into a positive statement. Your positivity is inspiring, and you've made my day more than once. Keep doing you. A bunch of memories inside of a memory, which is badass. Hello? Hey, Ma.
How are you, sweetie?
Amazing.
Don't cuss in front of your mother.
Sorry. Just wanted to let you know, you raised, like, I'm good. You don't need to worry.
Okay, just tell me where you are on the planet.
I will definitely let you know where I'm at.
All right, I love you.
All right, love you, Ma. Give Dad my love.
Okay.
I'm alone. You're at Kalu Yala. You have all these loving people, and I know they love for me and care for me still, but it's bittersweet, but it's bitter too. By the time I left, I expected to build my own house. The hashtag was We Are Building. I expected to go down there and build. I would sleep at night so happy if that place becomes everything that was promised, because then that place will exist. That beauty will be real. From the bottom of my heart, hope that Jimmy proves me wrong. I really do. I miss my family.
Your attitude is sick every day. Can you imagine what that looks like to me?
Happy to be leaving the organization.
Until you prove that you can act like an adult.
I'm really impressed with the costumes, except for mine. This is just what I wear every day.
Trying to watch the election, it's cutting out.
What happened? Trump's our president.
If we go back and we engage with those who agree with us, we are doing nothing.
You really can't cross the river like this.
People have died right here.